Hey everyone, so this is the Top Fin Essential 29-gallon aquarium kit here. I've now had it for about 2 months. I still don't have fish in here. I had some rosy minnows. Uh, they're not the most healthy of fish. They did not make it. I had one that survived for quite some time until a few days ago he passed away. It passed away. But I am going to be getting fish in here very soon. But just keep in mind throughout this video, I do not actually have fish in here. But it's been about 2 months now, and the main point I want to get across in this video is there has been nothing wrong, well, wrong with this aquarium. I know some people say that there's a leak or whatever. I know that's a common theme with Top Fin tanks is people just say in the comments or in the reviews on their customer's website that they leak. Of course, it's only been 2 months. But I've had no leakage at all. I've had no issues at all, except for my own personal thoughts on this tank, which I'll get to in just a second here. But there's been no leaking. There's been no water getting out. Nothing like that. I've had no actual issues with this tank. But now what I've had issues with, and this is maybe my own issues, but one is the size of this filter. I've talked about this in pretty much all of these videos I made on this tank kit. The filter is just too small. They should have gone up a size or two for the size of a tank with this filter. The filter itself seems actually pretty decent. It's highly adjustable using that. I'm sorry, I know this video is a bit dark. Even gives you a little notification thingy here. Easy way to tell when you need to change out your filter pad, your filter cartridge. You can see it's actually a pretty decent looking filter for being a Top Fin filter, for being I'm just going to say a cheaper filter, like compared to like an Aqua Clear. But they just should have added in a bigger filter. So I was having where the tank was pretty dang cloudy, until I added in an extra filter, which is an Aqua Clear, which is over there. My other issue was, as you guys can see, I now have a VersaTop, which I've had for a while now. I've had it in a few other videos, and then of course a different light. Because the hood that came with, it was a super nice hood. It was a nice looking hood. It had nice bright LEDs in it. But the cutout for the filter was not very big. It just fit in this tank with a tank filter with just a little bit of wiggle room. The Aqua Clear is a bit bigger than what I have here, and it would not fit in the cutout, the filter cutout. Yes, you could take scissors to it and make it look probably not too good. I'm not the most handy of people. I didn't want to do that. I mean, it's just black plastic. You could easily probably cut it out, but I didn't want to deal with that. So instead I got this VersaTop, which led to another issue, and that is, for some reason, Top Fin tanks, including the 5-gallon Essential tank, which is over here with a VersaTop, which has the same issue. And that issue is that for some reason, Top Fin tanks are a little bit off on size compared to, say, an Aqueon or other 29-gallon tanks. So you can see like the VersaTop does not fit in here correctly. Again, I've shown this off in multiple other videos as well on my channel. Over here is nice and flush, how it should be. Over here it is almost actually coming off the tank itself. But it does not sit the way it should sit. It's sitting on top of the trim, the black trim. Which doesn't really matter. You just gotta be careful when you lift this up to do whatever you want to do in your tank, because the entire thing might fall in on you a lot easier. So that is, again, an issue that I've had, and you guys will probably have the same thing. It all stems from the filter just not being strong enough, not being a good enough filter for the size of a tank, and then the stupid plastic trim cutout just wasn't good for any other type of filter or any other bigger filter. But other than that, I do love the way this tank looks. Like I've said in other Top Fin tank reviews, the Top Fin, the black trim along with the black silicone, and of course you have black trim on the bottom, to me just looks so much better than when you have the clear silicone, like say on Walmart tanks, or other brands tanks. I just love the black silicone. To me it looks so much better. It just ties in the black trim, the black filter. And a lot of things in fish tanks are black. I mean, some of the heaters. Some of the heaters are black too. It just looks really nice in my opinion. So those are my thoughts on this after 2 months. Again, I've had no actual issues with the tank, like nothing cracking, nothing leaking, nothing like that. It's just little annoyances that should not really be annoyances. Again, put in a better filter there. PetSmart, TopFin, put in a next size up filter when I have this issue. That filter itself seems okay. Just too small. You guys let me know what you think, especially if you have one of these. Maybe it doesn't bother you guys, but I do not like cloudy tanks. I mean, that was with no fish in it. It was getting cloudy. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. As always, I appreciate you. Hope you have a good one. Goodbye.